Hello? Anyone there? Where'd she go? Oh, hello. What are you doing?
Meditating.
How long have you been doing that?
1 hour.
Right. Shall I get Albert?
Before you do, I need your answer.
Of course. I would be more than willing to learn magic. Just don't see Melanie instead of me because of my newfound abilities.
Alright. First, tell me when you discovered these powers.
I thought you knew.
I only know so much. A conversation is required for me to know the rest.
Of course. Well, Albert and I were sorting out his bookcase and then suddenly he fell off the ladder he was standing on.
And?
I seemed to feel an impulse and before I knew it, he was floating in mid-air.
Goodness me. I have never heard of that happening before.
Really?
Only the powerful can master levitation.
I hardly did anything.
You felt an impulse, you say?
Yes, as if I could feel him falling and it sounds fanciful.
No, please. Go on.
I felt I caught him in mid-air while remaining still. It's hard to explain.
Curious. Like an out-of-body experience.
Figuratively speaking, yes.
Right. Anything you can tell me on Melanie's abilities in the short time you knew her?
She could teleport me.
What? How?
That's unknown. I tried to stop her from killing herself. She transported me to the edge of the tunnel we were in.
She did manage to learn it.
Pardon?
Sorry, I tried teaching that too, years ago. She never learnt it. I am so thankful she did in the time she was away. To tell you the truth, I did not, and I still do not know what she did in America. I do know she used magic to change her accent. Something must have happened during that time. She was so distant with me. It broke my heart.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Hiya, mate.
Good morning, Albert.
You two are very unlikely friends. Will is an upper-class citizen, whereas Albert, you own a pub for the poor.
He's known me since I was born. His father was a friend to mine, and I wouldn't say that I'm very high up in society anymore. I have no money to pay my bills. I may have to sell the house. A month overdue on bills.
Oh, God.
Will, you never told me that.
I'm sorry I couldn't. I only found out the night we left.
Right. Well, when we get back, you can work at the bar.
I still won't be able to afford it.
I'm sure I could be of assistance.
No, I will not have it.
You would rather live on the street?
No.
Then you will be happy of my help. Now follow me.
Good luck with her, Will.
Ugh, women.
I heard that.
Oh, sorry, coming. So yes, she was very kind. So sweet and experienced. I felt sorry for her. Before Albert and I arrived, she must have been an emotional wreck. I was determined to help her. For Albert's sake. For Melanie's sake. I hope I don't seem a bore while I'm relishing in all this. I hope he doesn't feel like the third wheel.
Well, I never thought I'd say this, but she was quite, attractive. To think that she's over 250 years old is ludicrous. She definitely wants to prove herself to whatever is left of Melanie. I can't tell what William is thinking. I do worry. I hope he doesn't think I'm a third wheel. Oh, thanks for the tea. It's very nice of you.
No worries. A chat every now and then is needed for a human being.
So, where do we begin?
First, I must tell you how the House of Limbo works.
I think I understand the concept of it, just about.
I still have no idea what he's talking about when it comes to Limbo.
Limbo was created back in the Dark Times to create a fair and safe passage between heaven and hell. However, in recent years, it has become overrun by hell itself. Demons lurk in its corridors.
I only saw the one. The Paul fella, who somehow manipulated Albert into thinking he was his cousin.
Yeah, I still feel uneasy about that.
You're very lucky. These places have hundreds of trapped souls feasted on by demons and ghouls from the past and future. It is a hellhole.
Dear God. Wait, you said places, as in plural.
Yes, there is one in every major city in the whole world. All of their locations are unknown.
Right. Are we to find them?
Within reason, only a select few will be needed to be searched.
Why? Wait, you sending me and Albert on some kind of mission?
Yes, I am. I am sorry, but my real intentions on teaching you may seem dubious.
No, please, go on. We're all ears.
I wish to train you so that you can bring Melanie back.
She wanted us to resurrect her. But how? She explained our mission, but not quite anything else. She remained quiet on it for the rest of the conversation. I had no clue where to begin. I was in a turmoil of confusion, guilt, and heartbreak. It's pathetic, I know, that a man such as I should feel this way, but I don't know how to feel. All feeling was exported into my system with nowhere to go. I soon after collapsed.
God, I am so sorry to hear that. I should have said
Don't worry, nothing's wrong. Only good in the shop. There we go!
Is he okay? I will get some cold towels.
What happened?
It happened again.
I can't believe I did that again. I haven't in over a month. Why now?
Rest now, mate. You're sweating buckets at the moment.
I've got it. Is he okay?
Yeah. Do you know what's wrong with him?
Anxiety and depression mixed into each other can commonly cause this. He is still grieving the loss of his wife, daughter, and now Melanie. Not to mention he may lose his house, and now I have told him to resurrect the dead woman. This is my fault that he has fallen into this.
Don't speak like that. What's happened to him today is the ailments of his own mind, alright? Not your request, even if it's a little odd.
I will leave him here to rest. Take the blankets. I will get a bucket of cold water.
Nah, he'll be fine. Stay with him. Can you really bring Melanie back?
I believe so, but it will require immense physical and emotional strength.
Name it.
You and him, accompanied by me, will have to travel back to the house of Limbo and acquire the cup which killed her.
Won't someone need to die?
As long as we hold a rope to the outer door, we will be fine. The connection cannot be cut that way.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
I awoke an hour later. I was beyond ashamed. It felt like I had shown too much weakness. Chantelle was somehow supportive of what was happening. It lightened my blackened heart to feel kindness again by a stranger. It's something that is missing in our society today. In the 19th century. It's something we need back from the times of old, back when I was born, back in the last century, possibly back in Chantelle's time. You're a shameful being, Will.
Well, if you say that again, I will hit you around the face.
Just like Melanie. I was a very cheerful person once. At the tender age of 20, I'd married and had a child. At the age of 25, I said goodbye to both.
Half a decade of happiness still existed, Will. Do not forget that. You had a happy 5 years, and nothing can take that away from you. Tell me a good memory.
I don't know any.
I'm 255. I think in all that time, 5 years has made a significant difference to me.
Brighton Beach, a few years ago. 1880. A wondrous time. I loved every bit of it. 3 years passed. We stayed in a hotel, Charlotte and I, along with Julia, my daughter. She was barely 2 at the time, and yet she could walk and speak a few words. She was ever so clever, ever so bright. It was probably the best time of my life.
Good. Hold on to that. Now take this.
What is this vial?
It is a potion I conjured up. It will keep your catatonic behaviour, but do not rely on it. It is not meant for forever. It is temporary, and we will cut on the dose every so often so that you can eventually do it without it.
Thank you. Oh, God, that was fun!
What did you expect?
Not that.
Well, be happy. You have the ability to feel you again for the price of a bad taste in your mouth. Now, one of those for a month, and then we cut the dosage a bit every day after that until you stop using it. So what did I say?
Don't rely on it, I know.
Good. Now, please put your shirt on.
Oh, God, I didn't realise.
Me and Albert will be downstairs. We can discuss it another time. And Will?
Yes, Chantelle?
I'm sorry.
No worries. Too kind. Her kindness transcended her beauty. I was so indebted to her. It's funny with what can happen in under 24 hours. Good day to you.
Well, you're all right.
Yes, apologies.
No worries.
I am ready to talk on what we must do.
Are you very sure?
Yes, I am.
Well, I have a spell book for you. It is very complicated. So all spells are separated into categories: earth, air, fire and water. But then they're separated into categories for the nature of the spell and are ordered in the level of lethality. There's also a section at the back which spells fall into each other's categories. Like, producing heated water requires energy and a spark, if you will. Magic used to thrive in this world way before my time. It has died out in recent years due to witch hunting and lack of knowledge in the field of magic.
So, does this mean there's only a few left?
Only 5,000 witches and wizards exist in this world today. I believe it will be extinct by 1950.
Barely a century. That's no time at all.
I know. It saddens me greatly. I have not talked to magic with anyone in 8 years.
Was the last time with...
Melanie, yes.
Well, I better get learning.
He practised for days. It was so hard for him. His mere impulses he had in saving me were replaced by his dodgy and failed attempts at even the most rudimentary of tasks. It was almost like the magic he had left him, almost as if he'd been subdued.
This is useless. I can't do it.
You can and you will. I know what you'll say. This is not doable for someone like me.
Well, yes.
It's exactly what Melanie used to say. And look at the small things you saw her do. Let's try a different approach.
But...
Please?
Alright. What did you have in mind?
Good. Now, you said a few days ago about it feeling like an impulse. Well, we will try that. Feel as though you are moving the cup. Feel as though you have the strength to do so.
Alright.
Right, now picture it in your mind.
Yes, I shall. You better be doing all this as well. I know you can hear me. Do it with me. I won't be the only idiot thinking of teacups.
Alright?
Now, think and imagine your hand moving it gently. Do not tense, just relax. Nudge it with your hand. Move your hand if you need to, but remember, it must be gentle. Oh, God, that nearly hit me in the
Will,
face.
you did it!
My God, I did it! It was like I was in possession of the power again. It was like I had a purpose. Finally a purpose in which to involve myself. I could save her. I could save Melanie, and there'd be a little less sadness in this world. I could save her life.
It's been a month since your last 5-day visit. Have you made a decision to help me? Help me bring Melanie back?
We have.
We've put a lot of thought into it.
And?
We'd be more than happy to help.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, here we go. We're off to Limbo.
And for me, it's the second time.
I have a tale to tell you.
Oh?
I've been to Limbo before. A long time ago, but when I was there, they kept an artifact. It has come to my attention, as you may well know, that certain places have these. They're called the Tools of Life.
Right, and we have to acquire them.
Indeed. There are 3 artifacts. One is the Goblet of Hellfire.
I know of that one. That's what killed Melanie.
Yes, there's also the Goblet of Holy Water.
Polar opposite. I like it.
Then finally, there is the Goblet of Life.
Why need 3 if one has the perfect title?
Because the Goblet of Life will only restore the body, not the mind and soul. The Goblet of Hellfire and the Goblet of Holy Water restore the positive and negative sides of the person's personality.
Why not just keep the happy part and forget the bad part?
Because then they would only understand happiness and have no concept of pain and suffering. They wouldn't know sympathy and, more to the point, they could not feel sad.
A life without sadness would be depressing in itself.
And you see my point.
Well, in the light of this newfound information, it looks like we're going ghost hunting.